Today I want to talk about the power in following your passions. So there's a quote that says nothing great has ever been accomplished without passion. And I fully agree with it, because at the end of the day, passion is what fuels us, And I feel that it's 2012. If you're not doing what you're passionate about, when will you do it? And a lot of times fear will lie to us and tell us, well, we have to wait for this, and we have to wait for that, and we have to wait for something, something outside of us to make it happen. But I'm here to remind you that that is a lie. That is not true. What is true is there are things in you that call you in the middle of the night. There are dreams and visions you've had since you were a child. There are prophecies and words that have been spoken over your life that told you you are here to do a certain thing. Sometimes it's not even that. Sometimes you don't even know what it is, but there's this nagging sensation that tells you that there is something more. There is something greater you have yet to tap into, right? And I just want to encourage you to figure it out. Find what it is. The Bible says, knock and the door shall be open, seek and ye shall find. And it's so true, because the thing is, if you're not doing your passion, you're creating somebody else's passion. If you're not doing your passion, you're hoping somebody else's passion comes to fruition. If you're not doing your passion, then you're just existing. But where is the living? But where is the living? But where is the living? I say that because passion is what will make you stay up all night long if you have to get something done. Not because of fear of getting fired, not because of fear of losing a job or a position, but because you have this burning desire to do it. Passion is what will give you this almost adrenaline-like pump, that will override all the other things that are going on in your life that might not be so great, that might not feel so good, and say, you know what, even still, I must do this. Passion is a thing that gives you fulfillment, that gives you a certain level of substance that cannot be, compared to anything else. See, we can go to school, we can get the degrees, we can get the fancy corner office and the jobs and the accolades and the status quo and, the possessions and the mate and all this other stuff. But if we're not doing our passion, that stuff doesn't feed that hunger that your soul has. See, your soul has a purpose. Your soul has a desire. And that can be fulfilled by earthly, material things. It only can be fulfilled by spiritual things. And those spiritual things are connected to your passion. Passion is a topic of choice that I really love to talk about because, first of all, I'm a Scorpio. So just tapping on astrology just a little bit. Scorpios are known to be very passionate people. I can say that is true in regards to myself. And when I say passion, I mean when it's something that I love, I get all into it. When it's something I don't love and I'm thinking about it, I get all into it. When it's somebody I love, I get all into him or her. It's like passion is that thing that evokes something in me that is bigger than just life. It's bigger than just, interesting. It's something that overwhelms me, actually, and it heightens all my senses. It pushes a force, an energy outside of me that is way more magnetic than just simple attraction, Passion is what draws the things to me that I need to make things happen. Passion is what makes me feel compelled to help some people, even if they can't pay me, even if they can't give me certain things that I truly want or need tangibly at the moment. Passion will say, you know what, even still, I will do this because something in me says that it's worth it. Not just because it might seem or sound good, but because it feels good. Passion connects me to the Creator. When I feel passionate about something, I'm inspired. And when I feel inspired, it's the spirit in me being evoked, right? It's my spirit telling me how to do it, when to do it, who to go to, where to do it. And that feeling is beautiful. It doesn't involve this left brain. It doesn't involve the part of me that's so rational and logical and thinking all the time and thinking I need to know these certain things first before I move. No, passion says just go, just do, just trust, And I just want to encourage you, the people that especially know what their passions are already, because right now, if you know what they are, now it's just a matter of you making it happen. Get the right people in place. First, come up with your plan. Get the vision clear within yourself, write it all down, and then make it happen. I know it sounds so simple, but it really is. I'm not saying it's easy, because it might be difficult, it might be hard to a degree, but it's simple. It's simple math, it's simple science, you know? And so the reality is, we've been programmed to say, do what makes a lot of money. We've been programmed to say, do what makes people think that you're a good person, that you're this big person, that you're this and that, and that looks good, the status thing. Do what makes you appear to be successful. But the reality is, true success, if you ask me, is determined by your level of peace. When you go to sleep at night, you're not taking none of the people with you. When you go to sleep at night, even if you have a mate laying right next to you, they're not here. They're not inside your temple. They can't fulfill the needs that your soul needs to fulfill. So at the end of the day, you come into this world alone, you leave this world alone. And at the end of the day, you are by yourself at times, in regards to nobody can hear the still voice inside that you hear every day. Nobody can hear your heart. Now you can express it, you can tell people, my spirit told me this, God said that, this, I've been led to do this, but nobody but you can hear this, right? And so because of that, when you're passionate about something and it's something that you innately feel connected to, you have an obligation to your soul to make it happen. And you can't wait. You can't hope somebody else gets it first, somebody else going to come and make it happen for you. No, you have to just do it. I truly believe that we have a responsibility when we come down onto this planet Earth and we incarnate in these vessels, these bodies, these temples. We have a responsibility to our soul, which is immortal, which never dies, which is always and will always be. We have a responsibility to do our passion. And the passion is what lets you know that it is your purpose, because, why would something be a purpose that you're not passionate about? It doesn't make sense, because passion is the thing that evokes God in it. So when you feel that passion for something, even if it seems irrational, even if it's something nobody's ever done before, although there's nothing new under the sun, but even if you feel as if nobody will get it, and the way you have to bring it is a way that might seem weird or different or whatever, crazy, quote unquote, right? You have to do it. You have to do it so that you can sleep at night. You have to do it so that you can live by day. You have to do it so you can inspire other people to do the same. I feel like that is our obligation. It's like, come on now. We get life. We get breath every single day. For those of us who have all the activities of our limbs and our mind, we have access to unlimited resources. This brain that most of us only use 10% of, it's infinite, powerful. There is so much in here that we have yet to tap into. Right? The least we can do, knowing that we are the creators walking on this planet, we are the reflection of the Most High Creator of all things, and that we have unlimited power and possibilities housed within these little bitty bodies that we're in, to know that and to not feel a certain obligation or responsibility to pay it forward. That is sin to me, because it shows that there is some sort of feeling of separation. And in reality, there is no separation. The only separation we have to the Most High Creator of all things comes into play when we put it there, when we block ourselves, when we forget and we stay in forgetfulness. But when we decide to stay connected to the Creator, and we listen to the still voice inside telling us what to do, and we sense that passion within us to do more, and this is what that thing is, we have to do it. We have to push past the fear. The fear can be so overwhelming sometimes, because see, the fear comes masked as all these other things. Sometimes it doesn't even seem like it's fear. Sometimes the fear comes and it feels like just caution, It feels like, oh, rationale. It feels like, oh, this will be wise of me. Let me put it off till I save up enough money. Let me wait until I find the right people. Let me pause until my children get older, or I pay off this debt, or etc., etc. But that's fear, because love bears all things. And when the essence of God is telling you to do your passion, you got to do it, whatever it is. And you got to just trust that everything you need will be supplied. But the first act of faith has to be you walking out on the water. You got to walk out, step out on faith. You got to reach your hand out and grab on to the opportunities that come to you every day. Every day you're bombarded with opportunities. But when you're blocked here, When you're blocked and you can't see, when you're blocked and you're not listening, then it's right around you, but you don't even know. So you got to clear. You got to cleanse. You got to remove the toxins, remove the blockages so you can be free to see clearly, to hear clearly, to feel clearly, to know exactly what to do. Because at the end of the day, your passion is directly connected to your purpose. And without purpose, what is the point of this existence? Without purpose, why even be here? Is Earth that great just to be here to exist? I don't think so. I mean, if I was to look at the news, if I was to read the newspapers, if I was to believe everything that they say on Facebook and Twitter all day about the Illuminati and the CIA, and I'm not even going to speak all these different people that are supposedly doing different things, and some of them are, then I would say that Earth is pretty messed up, right? I would say, what is the point of even being here? You can't go nowhere hardly where there's total peace. That's what I would say, right? But I know that that is not true. I know that that is the illusion that people will want me to see. People that are living in fear, or people that use fear to control. But in reality, the truth shall set you free. There is liberty, there is freedom when you're doing your passion. Why? Because first it liberates you here. It liberates you here. And when your soul and your heart and your mind are in tune with the Creator and you're at peace within, then outside reflects that. Meaning you can be walking in a hellish type world and have heaven on earth because the kingdom of heaven is in you. And when you know that, and when you feel that, and when you create that more and more every day, and everything outside of you just becomes beautiful. The people around you are just beautiful. The places you go are just beautiful. The way you see life is just beautiful. And it eradicates, it takes away all the ugly. But how can two walk together except they agree? How can love and fear be in the same space? They cannot. So, you see, it's all connected. Your heaven, that feeling of utter joy, utter peace that all of us desire, that feeling of pure love, can only be released when you connect to your purpose. And the passion that you feel is the symbol, is the sign, is the knowing you have to guide you to your purpose. And when you evoke the passion from within you while you're doing your purpose, then God, the Creator, can do it through you. Meaning you don't have to think no more. You don't have to try to be perfect because you're already perfect, because you are evoking the I am presence, which says I am ... everything, all things, now, present, past, future, I am. And that is what you want to feel in your heart every night when you go to sleep, every day when you wake up. You want to feel as if you are connected and you want to know it. And when you do that, then you find that heaven on earth. Then you find that heaven within. Then you reflect it outwards and you inspire other people to do the same. And that is the point, if you ask me. That is our obligation, if you ask me. Gandhi said, be the change you wish to see in the world. I understand it now better. Because, see, we're so taught to judge people. Look at other people and see what they could do wrong or right. I mean, look, it's all around us. You got the tabloids, you got the magazines, you got the gossip stuff, you got the reality shows, you got all this stuff we're constantly bombarded with. You got your own personal friends, your family, people constantly around you talking about whatever's going on in their world. And so something in you wants to judge them or tell them what they can do to fix it, or even you want to help them. But the reality is, the only thing you can do is change you. Because, see, everybody is playing a part. Everybody has their own personal script that they're writing constantly, every moment that was written before them, and they're making edits constantly. They're co-creating every second of every day, right? The only script you hold the pen on, the only script you can make edits and delete and changes to is yours. So you have to seek ye first who you will serve. God or man? God or man? The kingdom of heaven is within you. Coming to understand it more and more every day, it allows me to detach from the emotions that tells me the kingdom of heaven is in money. The kingdom of heaven is in status. The kingdom of heaven is in all these things outside of me. Don't get it twisted. My heaven will have all those things, and it does now, because they are just my reflections. They are just extensions of the divine within, right? Because I do truly, truly know that when you are righteous, when your heart is pure, when you are focused on being better, even when you fall, even when you stumble, you will and should always reflect the divine nature that is in you. So, should you have wealth? Yes. Should you have health? Yes. Should you have love and all of its abundance? Yes. But never mistaking the reflections, the creations for being the creator. Never falling more in love with your creations than what's right here that's doing all the work. So, I'm striving to remember this, and I'm striving to just share, because I feel as if there are some people who maybe are trying to get there with me, right? Every day, it's a constant push. It's like the art of being present, but yet the art of staying focused on the prize is a beautiful thing I'm striving to master. Because to be present is to say that right now, in this moment, everything is as it should be, and I'm grateful. I give thanks that today I woke up. It's just that simple. I give thanks that I am now. It's just that easy. I give thanks that there is no ending to me. Even if this body, this temple, temporarily goes away, I will forever exist because I am God, manifest in the flesh. So are you. But at the same time, to be in the present tense, to appreciate God within you. But then to say, but you know what, Creator? You know what, Most High Creator of all things, the source of all things? I want to be better. I want to be more. I want to give more. I want to do more. And so in order to do that, let me fix me up a little bit more. Let me work on me a little bit more. Let me stay focused on my passion. Let me stay connected to the things that get me there. Let me denounce, let go of all the things that no longer serve a higher purpose. Let me be an example so that those around me can also see your light shining in the midst of darkness. So I just want to encourage you, if you know what your passion is and you're procrastinating on it, or you're making excuses as to why you feel like you can't do it now, or you're allowing the fear to lie to your mind and tell you that you can't, you don't have enough, you're not ready, I just want to remind you that that is not true. I just want to remind you that everything you need is right here. And if you can just pull it out of yourself, if you can just trust enough to take that first step, to make that first move, I promise you everything else will start coming into play. But remember, there's free will. It's not going to just fall into your lap and magically come together on its own, right? We have to evoke it. We have to create it. We have to manifest it. And because of that, it takes work. It takes commitment. It takes discipline. It takes proof that the words that we speak are going to also line up with the actions that we do to say, I'm ready. It takes wisdom in knowing that too much is given, much is required. So obstacles might come, and actually they will. But it's just a test to see if you really, really, really know and believe and feel what you say. So, much love as usual. Find your passion. If you know it and you have it, hold on to it. Push and make it happen.